The decision by the US government to force TikTok, a Chinese-owned social media app, to be sold or banned, is based on national security concerns and allegations of data collection practices that could potentially benefit the Chinese government. The Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States CFIUS, an agency that reviews foreign investments in American companies for potential national security risks, ordered ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, to sell its U.S. operations due to concerns that the app could be used by China to collect data on American citizens and potentially pass it on to the Chinese government. TikTok has denied these allegations, stating that they do not share user data with the Chinese government and that their servers are located outside of China. However, the US government has expressed skepticism about these claims and believes that the potential risks outweigh the benefits of allowing TikTok to continue operating in the US without some form of oversight or control. The push to sell or ban TikTok is part of a larger trend of increasing scrutiny and regulation of Chinese tech companies operating in the US, particularly those in the areas of telecommunications, artificial intelligence, and social media. The US government has also taken similar actions against other Chinese companies such as Huawei and ZTE due to national security concerns. Overall, the US government's decision to force TikTok to be sold or banned is a response to perceived national security risks and concerns about data privacy and protection. The outcome of this situation remains uncertain, as the sale process has been complicated by various legal challenges and potential buyers dropping out of the bidding process. US TikTok users have expressed a range of reactions to the potential sale or ban of the app. Here are some common responses. 1. Concerns about privacy and data security. Many TikTok users have voiced concerns about the potential misuse of their personal data by the Chinese government. Even if TikTok itself denies sharing such information, some users have deleted their accounts in protest or called for greater transparency and regulation of data collection practices. 2. Frustration with the political climate. Others have expressed frustration with the politicization of the issue, arguing that it is being used as a pawn in geopolitical tensions between the US and China. They argue that the app itself poses no real threat to national security and that the government is overreacting. 3. Support for TikTok and its community. Some users have rallied around the app and its creators, expressing their appreciation for the platform's ability to connect people and provide a space for self-expression. They argue that TikTok has become an essential part of their online community, and that attempts to ban it would be an infringement on their First Amendment rights. 4. Skepticism towards the US government. Others have expressed skepticism towards the US government's motivations and credibility, arguing that the allegations of data security risks are not backed up by evidence. They accuse the government of using national security concerns as a pretext to suppress free speech and target Chinese companies for political reasons. 5. Adaptation and alternative platforms. Some users have started exploring alternative platforms, such as Reels, Instagram's short-form video feature, or Triller, in anticipation of a potential TikTok ban. They argue that these platforms offer similar features and have the potential to fill the void left by TikTok if it is banned. Overall, the responses of US TikTok users reflect a complex and nuanced relationship with the app and its potential fate. While some are concerned about privacy and data security, others are skeptical of government motives and fear the loss of a cherished online community. Regardless of the outcome, it is clear that TikTok has become an integral part of many people's online lives, and that any attempts to regulate or ban it will have significant consequences. The Chinese government has also banned or restricted access to various US-originated social media platforms, SNS, for Chinese users due to concerns over data privacy, national security, and content regulation. Here are some examples. 1. Facebook. The Chinese government has blocked access to Facebook since 2009 due to concerns over censorship and data privacy, while some Chinese users may still use VPNs or other means to access the platform. It is not officially available in China. 2. Twitter. Twitter has been partially blocked in China since 2010, with some features and functionality restricted or unavailable to users. The Chinese government has cited concerns over content regulation and national security as reasons for the restrictions. 3. Google. While Google Search is still accessible in China, some of its services such as Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Docs are blocked. This has led many Chinese users to use alternative platforms for email and cloud storage. 4. LinkedIn. LinkedIn was officially banned in China in 2015 due to concerns over data privacy and national security. The Chinese government has encouraged the development of domestic social media platforms for professional networking, such as MyMy and InContact. 5. YouTube. While some videos on YouTube are accessible in China, the site is largely blocked due to content regulation concerns. Chinese users often use VPNs or other means to access the platform. 6. Microsoft. In 2014, Microsoft's Skype was temporarily blocked in China due to concerns over content regulation. The Chinese government has since encouraged the use of domestic alternatives, such as QQ and WeChat for voice and video calls. These are just a few examples, but there have been many other US-originated platforms that have been restricted or banned in China over the years due to various concerns. The Chinese government's approach to regulating foreign social media platforms reflects its priorities around data security, national security, and content regulation. The ongoing tensions between US and Chinese social media platforms reflect larger geopolitical issues around data privacy, national security, and technological competition. Here are my thoughts on the situation. 1. National security concerns. Both the US and Chinese governments have valid concerns around data privacy and national security when it comes to social media platforms. It is important for each government to protect its citizens' data and prevent potential threats to national security. However, the ways in which these concerns are addressed can have significant consequences for users and businesses on both sides. 2. Technological competition. The social media war between US and Chinese platforms is also a reflection of the larger technological competition between the two countries. China's push for domestic alternatives to US-originated platforms reflects its ambition to reduce reliance on foreign technology and build a self-sufficient tech ecosystem. The US's efforts to restrict or ban Chinese platforms reflect concerns over data security and national security, as well as competition in the tech industry. 3. Free speech and censorship. The issue of free speech and censorship is another important factor to consider. Both US and Chinese social media platforms have different approaches to content moderation, with Chinese platforms often facing criticism for extensive censorship and the suppression of dissenting voices. The US's approach, while generally supportive of free speech, can also lead to the spread of harmful or misleading information. 4. Business implications. The social media war between US and Chinese platforms also has significant business implications, particularly for companies that operate in both markets. Navigating the complex regulatory landscape can be challenging, and businesses may need to adapt their strategies to comply with different regulations in each market. 5. Collaboration and dialogue. Ultimately, it is important for the US and Chinese governments to engage in collaboration and dialogue around these issues. This could involve finding common ground on data privacy and security, as well as exploring opportunities for cooperation and mutual benefit in the tech sector. Overall, the social media war between US and Chinese platforms is a complex issue that requires careful consideration of various factors, including data privacy, national security, technological competition, free speech, and business implications. It is important for all stakeholders to engage in constructive dialogue and work towards solutions that benefit users and promote innovation, while also addressing legitimate concerns around data security and national security.